Hello everyone, I'm Aksar Haribov. I'm here at DigitalHealth Summit Studio, and today I'm joined with AMIR KALALI at Quintiles.
Yes.
So AMIR, we know Quintiles, it's a well-known company, you guys have been around for a while, but you're here today at the DigitalHealth Summit. So what are you doing at this innovative conference?
Sure. So Quintiles, as you know, is the world's largest product development company that helps companies develop their products for FDA approval and after. This conference is obviously about digital health, and my area of interest includes really the intersection of technology, not just with healthcare, but specifically to do with product development. So that could be drugs, that could be devices, that could be in the future software, all sorts of treatments that we don't even have yet that really are going to be enabled by digital.
It's quite interesting. So what do you see as this intersection of pharma and technology?
So, pharma has not traditionally been known as being at the forefront of technology, mainly because we're a very regulated environment and very conservative environment, but clearly that's changing. And I think both companies and the regulators are really more open-minded about how we can leverage technology, and it's the right thing to do to reduce costs, to be more patient-centric, and many other ways where technology can really improve how fast and how well we develop products for patients.
Makes sense. What are you guys at Quintiles doing in terms of technology innovation then?
Sure. So a lot of it we can't talk about yet, but I think like most companies, we're looking at every aspect of clinical trials and seeing how they can be improved. Really, clinical trials haven't moved in their technology for decades in many ways. So, it wasn't that long ago we were faxing people, when we had forms. So it's kind of at the early stages, but I think many companies, many of whom are here, are really working together with us at Quintiles to really look at that.
Right. Could you name some of the trends that you're seeing in this sort of industry that you're really excited about in the next couple of years?
So today we focused on behavioral health. What's interesting is it goes beyond sort of brain health, mental illness, because what it does is really thinking about motivation and behavior. If you can change those things, you can actually impact patients in every therapeutic area. So it goes well beyond.
That's quite interesting. I mean, I can see how mating drugs and technology can really help speed up and improve the overall ecosystem. What are you looking for in terms of, like, if there are startups that are trying to build something, what are you looking for that might be interesting to you?
Sure. It's kind of like digital health too, is just because your technology is cool, it doesn't mean someone wants to pay for it or it's not reducing cost. So if your technology just adds costs and doesn't really improve things, maybe the coolest thing in the world, if no one's willing to pay for it, whether it's the payers or what the marketers you're aiming at, that's really the key. Is there has to be something that really makes things better and cheaper rather than add cost. So that's what I would say is for startups, they obviously have to understand that.
It's definitely a sort of a hard lesson to learn as somebody coming from technology going into the healthcare industry, because the way it works is drastically different. If they wanted to approach Quintiles, would you be one of the right people to talk to? Or?
Sure, absolutely, and some of my colleagues together we can definitely help. Absolutely, I think hopefully more and more tech leaders understand that, but it is true that biology is not silicon. That it is, and it's, you can break stuff in technology and sort of technology offerings, it doesn't matter. In healthcare, you really can't break stuff. I think we've had some recent cases where that's been shown that you really, most of the time in healthcare, that's why there's a lot of conservatism. You need validation, you need data, and you cannot really endanger patients' lives. So that's kind of a different ball game to just, normal software.
That's true. I mean, if you were to leave us with one piece of advice, we're here in Silicon Valley, how would a tech company go about approaching a larger organization like yourself?
So we do have a digital accelerator, so certainly through that. But I think the good news is that all the companies are more open to looking at technology as a way of really going forward and making things better. So I think there's much more openness right now. Maybe 5 years ago in pharma in general, really didn't understand the impact of tech, but I think my last thought really is the technology will completely change our future. Everything we do can be done better, and technology can really enable that.
Yeah, I gotta say, from my experience, Quintiles has definitely been an innovator in the field.
Oh, great.
So thank you, Amir, for being here with us today.
My pleasure.
And this is Aksar Haribov at Digital Health Summit Studio.
Thank you.